皆さんこんばんは。サハジャヨガのオンラインプログラムへようこそお越しくださいました。このプログラムで瞑想の仕方を Zoom でも YouTube でもチャット皆さんこんばんは。サハジャヨガのオンラインプログラムへようこそお越しくださいました。このプログラムで瞑想の仕方を体験的に学んでいきましょう。質問がある方は Zoom でも YouTube でもチャット欄からご質問いただけます。YouTube 動画は録画として残りますので、今日時間が取れない方は後からでもご視聴いただけます。もし今日サハジャヨガが初めてという方がいらっしゃいましたら、本日の内容は少し難しく感じられるかもしれません。難しく感じられる方は、初めての方用の瞑想の録画がありますので、よろしかったらそちらをご覧になってください。YouTube 動画の概要欄にリンクを貼っておきます。初めてでもせっかくだから一緒に瞑想をしたいと思われるのでしたらもちろん大丈夫です。皆様と一緒に瞑想を楽しめたら嬉しいです。また質問や今後のイベントのご案内のために Zoom で参加中の方はよかったらアンケートにお答えください。YouTube で見ている方は概要欄からアンケートにアクセスできるようにしておきます。サハジャヨガの瞑想は誰もが持っている内なるエネルギーを活性化することで自然にバランスが整い、周りと調和し、人が本来持つ美しい性質が現れてくるような瞑想法で、1970年に創始者であるシュリマタジ・ニルマラ・デヴィによって一般に紹介されました。このプログラムは彼女の生誕100周年を祝して世界中の各言語で企画されたもので、日本では NPO 法人ニルマライトジャパンによってお届けしています。私は今日の進行役のひとしです。よろしくお願いします。私は大学生の時にこのサハジャヨガと出会い、以来30年余り生活に瞑想を取り入れてきました。その過程で多くの効果を実感しています。現在は NPO 法人ニルマライトジャパンの一員としてこの瞑想法を紹介しています。今日は皆さんにサハジャヨガをご紹介できることをとても光栄に思います。よろしくお願いします。はい、今日は自発性と精神的成長についてお話しします。自発性は平衡状態において初めて発現します。この平衡状態は左右の経路である交感神経と中央の経路に相当する副交感神経のバランスに関連しています。クンダリーニは私たちの中央の経路を上昇し、頭頂部でより大きな力につながります。すると副交感神経が活性化し、私たちはバランスの取れた平衡状態になるのです。この状態は落ち着いていてかつ明晰な意識を持つ状態でもあります。クンダリーニの上昇に伴って私たちは本能的な性欲や食欲だけでなく、愛情希求や承認欲求へのこだわりをも超え、より高い意識に至ります。それは真に現実的な視点、リアリティを認識する意識です。左の経路の意識は過去や感情に偏りがちであり、一方右の経路は未来や操作に偏りがあります。しかし私たちが実際に関わることのできるのは現在のみであり、過去は過ぎ去り、未来はまだ訪れていないので、私たちの思考の中にだけ存在する幻のようなものです。ですが私たちはなかなか現在に集中することができず、過去を浮いたり未来を恐れたりする傾向があります。クンダリニは中央の経路を貫く際に私たちを鎮静させ、平衡状態に導くことで現在を楽しむ意識に自然に導いてくれます。この平衡状態が私たちの中央の経路の性質で、自発性や純真さが発揮されやすい状態でもあり、このような自発性の連鎖が私たちを成長に導くのです。 このような平行状態における自発性の発現は、大地に種をまくと発芽してくるプロセスに例えられます。第1のチャクラはその第一の要素を担っています。また自発性の発現はすべてのチャクラの開花に関連しており、チャクラは自発的にしか開花しないとされています。無理に人為的に開花させようとすると花が壊れてしまうように、成長の可能性も無理強いや意志の力で開花させることはできません。バランスの取れた状態の中で自然に自発性が発揮されることが重要です。では今日も私たちは母なるクンダリニの力に語りかけながら、それぞれのチャクラの開花を促すような瞑想を体験してみましょう。まずは心地よい環境を作り、静かな場所で座り、ゆっくりと深呼吸をしましょう。万端の動作をして自分を整え、内面に意識を向けましょう。はい、それでは今日はメディテーションリードをバンダナさんにお願いします。バンダナさん、よろしくお願いします。
はい、わかりました。よろしくお願いします。それでは皆さんで瞑想をしていきましょう。So let us meditate. Let us sit relax.リラックス状態に座って、肩の余計な力を抜いて、膝、指先、肩、リラックスをさせましょう。Let us relax our shoulders, our hands, our feet, our fingers, and slowly close our eyes. ゆっくりと目を閉じましょう。Let us breathe slowly. Let us breathe in slowly. Put ゆっくりと深呼吸して、吐いて、で、少しずつ吐いていきましょう。Just breathe in and slowly breathe out. まずは1番目のセンター、ムーラダラチャクラに意識を置きましょう。Let us put our attention on our first center, Muladhara Chakra. ここは母なるクンデリに、どうか私たちの1番目のセンターを浄化してください。どうか私たちに自発性と知恵、英知と分別の力をお与えください。と心から言ってみましょう。Let us pray within our heart, Mother, please bless us with a spontaneity, innocence, wisdom, and purity. Mother, please bless us with the divine wisdom and divine discretion.母なるクンデリに、どうか私たちに聖なる知恵と聖なる分別をください。1番目のセンターのマントラを、シリガネーシャのマントラを皆さんで唱えましょう。Let us say the mantra of Shri Ganesha for the first center. Om Ganesha Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. 右手を床の方に向けましょう。Let us put our right hand towards the Mother Earth.Let us keep our attention on our left channel. 左の経路を浄化していきましょう。左の経路は私たちの望みの経路と言われています。ここは母なるクンダリにどうか私たちのすべての望みを浄化してください。どうか私たちのすべての望みを浄化し、私たちの左の経路を浄化してください。Mother Kundalini, please purify our left channel. Our left channel is a channel of desire. Let us pray within our heart. Mother, please purify all our desires. Mother, please purify our whole left channel through the Mother Earth. 母なるクンダリに、どうか私たちの左の経路を全体、母なる大地を通して浄化してください。右手を心臓のところに置きましょう。Let us put our right hand on our heart. Let us bend down our head a little bit. 顔を下向きにしましょう。ここは母なるクンダリに、どうか私たちのハートチャクラを浄化してください。Mother Kundalini, please purify our heart chakra. Mother, please take away all the bad emotions from the past, bad feelings. 母なるクンダリに、どうか すべての過去から来るネガティブな感情を取り除いてください。どうか私たちにスピリットである愛をハートで感じさせてください。マダクンダリニPlease, make us feel the joy of the Spirit within our heart. Let us put back our hands. 右手を膝の上に戻しましょう。次は右の経路を浄化していきましょう。左手を空の方に向けて、右手を膝の上に置きます。Now let us cleanse our right channel. Let us put our left hand towards the sky and right hand on our lap, palm upwards. Let us pray, Mother Kundalini. Please purify my right channel, a channel of action through the ether element. 母なるクンダリニ、どうか私たちの活動の経路、右の経路を空を通して浄化してください。どうか右の経路にあるすべての緊張感を浄化してください。Mother, please remove all the tensions from our right channel. Remove all the excessive heat from our right channel. 母なるクンダリニ、どうか余計な熱を右の経路から取り除いてください。左手を膝の上に戻しましょう。Let us put back our left hand. 次は真ん中の経路、中央の経路に注意を置きましょう。Let us put our attention on our central channel and let us raise our Kundalini along our spine from the first center to the seventh center. 右手を使って背骨に沿って 1番目のセンターからゆっくりとクンダリニを7番目のセンター、頭頂部まで上げていきましょう。右手で自分のクンダリニの力を感じながら背骨に沿って少しずつクンダリニを上げていきましょう。Let us raise our Kundalini slowly, feeling our energy. Bring it to the top of our head. Koこはシリ・ガウリ・クンダリニ・マタのマントラを唱えましょう。Let us say the mantra of Sri Gauri Kundalini Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.両手を母なる大地の方に向けましょう。Let us put both our hands towards the Mother Earth. Attention on our central channel. 注意を真ん中の経路に置きましょう。ここは母なるクンダリに、どうか私たちの真ん中の経路を浄化してください。Let us pray within our heart, Mother Kundalini. Please purify our central channel. Please give us the balance and the spiritual growth. 母なるクンダリに、どうか私たちにバランスをお与えください。どうか私たちにスピリチュアルな成長をお与えください。両手を膝の上に戻しましょう。Let us put back our hands on the laps. Now let us put our right hand on our navel. 右手をおへそのところに置きましょう。 ここは母なるクンダリにあなたの恩恵により私は自分自身のグルーです。Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own Guru.ここはグルーマントラを唱えましょう。Let us say the Guru mantra. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Shri Mataji Nirmalama, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. 次は右手をおでこのところに置きましょう。Let us put our right hand on our forehead and bend down our head. 顔を下向きにしましょう。ここは母なるクンダリにどうか私たちのアギアチャクラを浄化してください。私は自分自身を含めすべての人を許しますと心から言ってみましょう。Mother Kundalini, please purify our Agya Chakra. I forgive everyone, including myself. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. 私は許します。許します。許します。ゆっくりと右手を頭頂部に置きましょう。Let us put our right hand slowly on top of our head. くりと頭皮をマッサージしていきましょう。時計回りに回しながら7回マッサージしていきましょう。Let us rotate our fontanelle. One area can massage our scalp slowly 7 times. Let us pray within our heart, Mother Kundalini, please establish our self-realization. Koこは母なるクンドリにどうか私たちのヨガをより確かなものにしてください。ゆっくりと回しながら心から言ってみましょう。Let us say within our heart sincerely, Mother, please strengthen our connection with the Divine.母なるクンダリにどうか私たちのつながりをより確かなものにしてください。終わったら少しずつ右手を頭頂部から離して自分のエネルギーを感じてみましょう。Let us slowly raise our right hand above our head and feel the cool breeze on top of our head. Try to find gentle cool breeze on top of our head. 右手を膝の上に戻して左手でも見てみましょう。Let us put back our right hand and check with our left hand. 注意を頭頂部に置きながら左手を膝の上に戻しましょう。Let us keep our attention on top of our head and put back our left hand on the lap. この静けさの状態でシマタジのトークを見てみましょう。Let us watch Shimataji's talk in this peaceful state.
So, what is and
this Sahaja Yoga is something that everybody can have, is it? Is something everybody can practice?
of course.
And how does this connection with the divine take place?
We have within ourselves this power in the triangular bone, which is called as sacrum, meaning sacred, which when awakened sprouts like a primule in a seed and rises through 6 subtle centers, opens out the last center and gets connected with the divine, which is a subtle energy all around us, which organizes us, which nourishes us, does all the living work. Above all, it loves us.
Does this mean, Srimataji, that people who have not had the ability to practice Sahaja Yoga are not connected with the divine?
Most of them are not. And if some of them are, they don't know all about it.
So this is an extra force that is available to human beings to develop themselves in this world.
Of course. This is the last breakthrough of our evolution, where you have to get connected with the divine, you have to feel it on your central nervous system, and that's how you get your self-realization.
Do I perceive here that this is a way of balancing oneself, of keeping in such a way, of living one's life in such a way that one is not unbalanced in one's view of what is going on around us?
Yes, we have 2 sides in our system of autonomous nervous system, left and right, which we call as left and right sympathetic nervous system. The left side caters for our emotions, for our past, our desires. The right side caters for our action, physical and mental. If you indulge into one too much and go too far with it, you develop an imbalance within yourself. In the center lies the third power, which we call as parasympathetic nervous system. This is the channel which is the central path of ascent. When the Kundalini rises through it, it brings you in the balance because it rises in the center of the system. So this is the minimum that happens, that you develop your balance.
So how does one actually achieve this balance?
It just happens spontaneously.
In other words, there's no physical requirement on an individual.
Not at all, not at all. It's a evolutionary step, as I told you. In our evolution, we have developed a balance. We can stand on our 2 legs. Animals cannot. In the same way, you develop this special balance between your emotions and your actions in a very proper way.
You speak as though this is some sort of evolutionary step.
Yes, it is. It is the last breakthrough, that you have to become the spirit now. And this has to be achieved, which can be achieved only through a living process, because we have become human beings through a living process, and that living process has to act within us.
This sounds as though it is rather a significant time then in the history of humanity.
Very much. In the history of humanity, in the history of evolution, in the history of spirituality is the most important time, because here where you will get whatever has been promised to you so far.
So it's no accident then that Sahaja Yoga has appeared in the world at this time?
No, not at all, not at all. It's all predicted thousands of years back in India, and later on by many saints. Even William Blake has predicted it.
Now, Srimataji, you went to Russia last year, and I believe the reception you got was most surprising.
Yes. I was myself surprised because thousands of people came, and very sensible, well-educated people came, and they all settled down, thousands. I didn't know how to cope with that number because there were so many. And even the members of the Supreme Council, the government, they came in. That I could only say that in the so-called free societies, we waste too much time experimenting with our freedom and indulge too much into the politics, which is a waste thing, I think, then economics, all these things. While the people there didn't have any such chances. So they put their energies to something that was higher than that. They diverted it. And they were very knowledgeable. They knew a lot about seeking, they knew a lot about Kundalini, and as if they were just waiting for me. It was very remarkable.
Mr. Gorbachev has said the Russians require a mental revolution. Do you see the acceptance of Sahaja Yoga as part of this revolution?
Of course. He himself is a saint, and what he is meaning by mental, that they should now understand that they have to develop that balance between communism and democracy. Our democracies are imbalanced. They are one-sided. They have not the other side of collectivity. But communism has collectivity. It is power-oriented. Our democracies are money-oriented. What he is meaning is the maturity of our wisdom.
So, referring back to what we were talking about earlier, is it... Okay. As we were talking about earlier about bringing the human body into balance, could we say then that Mr. Gorbachev is bringing the whole Eastern Bloc into balance?
Yes. Yes, they had gone too much on one side, and he's trying to bring them in the center.
You mentioned that you went to an Eastern Bloc conference last year, and I believe you gave many influential people realization. Is it true that you believe that this was instrumental in helping the overthrow of oppressive communism?
It was a yoga seminar, and I expected all of them to be there. And surprisingly, I talked to them hardly for 30 to 35 minutes, and then I gave them realization, and all of them got it. They were representative from all these Eastern Bloc countries. When they got it, they were so surprised at it that they walked out with me out of the hall, and nobody was left in the hall to listen to other people. They gave me their addresses, and they said, we want this only in our country, and they wanted to start centers, and I'm told they have already started centers. The all-pervading power requires a medium to trigger something. And when these people were created as realized souls, as they got connected with this all-pervading power, I think they triggered it. They had that confidence in them, that courage in them. Because once you are realized, you become very courageous, and you want to establish truth at any cost.
Srimataji, the West, shall we call it the Western nations, have had Sahaja Yoga available to them to investigate, to see for themselves how it worked for 20 years. And yet it has been very slow to grow. Why has it happened this way, do you think?
Here people have so many diverse ideas about things. They are very self-opinionated also about things. And the so-called man-made religions all over have also conditioned them too much. They have other conditionings of different norms that they have as far as the social life is concerned, and the physical appearances, rather on a very superficial level. So the people have not grown, I think, so much deeper. Of course, I must say there are so many seekers in the West, so many seekers. And they were lost because as soon as people knew that there's a market for them, the false gurus jumped out and they started preaching about false things just to earn money. They were all money-oriented people. Now there's another psychology with the Western mind that you must buy everything. If something is not for sale, then it is useless. And this psychology has really deterred them to come to Sahaja Yoga very much, because this is a living process and you cannot pay for it. And they couldn't bear it. I mean, actually, I must say, one of the very important television gentlemen told me off that Anglo-Saxon brain cannot accept anything which cannot be sold. And I didn't know what to tell him. I just said, who has made this brain? If God has made, then why is it so?
So you have an expectation, really, that this thing called Sahaja Yoga will change the world.
Of course. It changes human beings and they manifest the change outside. And we create a new race. That's what they're talking about. If you go, they talk of new age, of a new race. But I don't know what is their imagination about it. They talk about all these things, Aquarius, and Aquarius is the Kundalini. She's placed in the Aquarius. And they talk about Aquarius age, all kinds of things. They're talking, writing, thinking about it. But when it comes to actualization, I think they think I am very too simple for them, not complicated. And Sahaja Yoga is too simple. It should be very complicated. And all their own ideas about seeking, that they must suffer, they must go to Himalayas, they must starve themselves, and then only they can get realization.
Srimataji, is the evolution of the planet closely related to the evolution of humanity?
Of course, it is. Very much related. And the planet, our planet is moving in a spiral way. All the planets are moving in a spiral way, and they are creating all possible things for the use of human beings so that they can save time. Save time for getting their ascent and for meditative growth. But people don't understand that part.
There are theories around now that the suggestions, so we say, that the planet could be a living organism, a complete entity.
Of course it is. One of the examples of this one I can give you is that if you sleep under a coconut tree, a coconut never falls on anything that is living, whether it is a human being or a snake. It never falls.
That is so, is it? All around the world, coconuts never fall on living creatures.
Yes. So they understand. We call it as Shriphala because we think that it is like a brain which understands.
Well, if this world is a living organism, what is the brain? What drives this being, this organism? What has made it evolve the way it has?
There is this subtle power which is all pervading of God's love, which manifests all the things like living work, all nourishment, all balancing. It's so balanced. If the Pacific was slightly deeper than this, there would have been problems. If Himalaya was, say, 1.5 times than what it is, there would have been problems. So everything is so balanced in nature. And the Almighty has created only one world. Only we human beings have divided and moved like criminals with our passports in our hands.
Srimataji, what we have been talking about, many people would regard as a belief or a theory. How does one know the difference between truth and a belief?
First of all, anything for which you have to pay money is not the truth. You can't pay for truth. If you cancel out that, I think 99.9% all the falsehood will drop out. But truth, to be really actualized, you have to have self-realization. Then you feel on your fingertips vibratory awareness, a new dimension awareness, by which you can make out what is true and what is false. That's an absolute truth that you realize at that stage.
So one must have one's realization really to be able to tell the truth.
Even to follow anyone, one must have realization.
Srimataji, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shimala,
Russians are doing one film too.
yeah.
両手を胸の高さまで持ってきて、手のひらで涼しい優しい風を感じてみましょう。Let us put both our palms on our heart level. Let us feel a gentle cool breeze on our palms, on our fingers. Let us put back our hands. 両手を膝の上に戻しましょう。最後にバンダンの動作をして瞑想を閉じましょう。Let's close our meditation with the bandhan.
はい。皆さん今日のプログラムを楽しんでいただけましたでしょうか。少しでも思考を超えた静けさを味わっていただけたなら幸いです。本日のセッションの録画は YouTube に残されています。ぜひ繰り返しの確認にご活用ください。この流れを維持するためには、定期的に瞑想をし、内面に注意を払うことによって栄養を与える必要があります。そうすることで、自分自身と普遍的なエネルギーとのつながりが深まります。ぜひ日々の生活に短い時間でも瞑想を取り入れてください。また私たちは個人的なメンタリングの要望にもお答えしています。経験豊かなメンターが日々の生活に瞑想を生かすお手伝いをします。ご希望の方は動画の概要欄のフォームからご連絡ください。では今日のセッションは以上となります。また来週午後8時にお会いしましょう。皆様ご参加ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。